This has been a funny off season we have been in. This has definitely been an off season for the ages, in my opinion. It's been a lot of tomfoolery and just a lot of nonsense that's been going on in the off season, honestly. And obviously, we got to start off with the most obvious one with Gilbert Arenas getting arrested and apparently getting and snitching to get his way out. That's definitely the highlight of the off season, in my personal opinion. Nobody, well, okay, I'm not gonna say nobody because I ain't gonna lie, we all know the type of person Gilbert Arenas is, but a lot of people didn't expect him to go down for being arrested for, I think it was illegal gambling or something like that. That's what I saw from the ESPN report. Not just with Gilbert Arenas being arrested, but also the whole Shannon Sharp incident and how he had to do a 23 million settlement agreement to an OF model, basically giving away his career earnings and then getting fired from ESPN the next day, which has also been an interesting story and case in my opinion, due to just the fact of he had not only a couple but a lot of people warning him what his lust for these young women would do with Lil Yachty, Bow Wow, Cat Williams. Just a lot of people trying to explain to Shannon that it just wouldn't go out the way he's planning to do because he's like 60 years old, still pining after like young 20-year-old women, and that was definitely just that. So yeah, Shannon getting fired from ESPN and just seeing him on this decline so late in just his stage and years of his career is just that's just another thing in the offseason that's happened. And we had the trades, off-season trades. I'm a Clippers fan, so we built the unction. Shout out, but we had stuff like Miles Teller leaving the Pacers, going to Milwaukee. Obviously the KD trade to the Rockets. Whatever the Suns are doing, the Warriors making no moves. So yeah, it's definitely been an interesting offseason to say the least. It's definitely one, and that's why I say it's one for the ages because even though it seems like not a lot's happened, a lot has happened in the sports community. And obviously, the whole WNBA situation where they're talking about they want to sit out, and then everybody's in debacle about what's going on with that. And even then, what is it? The whole
But we in a W and shit.
situation again. That was pretty hilarious. Yeah, a lot's happened in the off season, and this has been the most drama filled off season I think I've seen in my lifetime, where basically everything in the off season isn't being done about the sport. It's just about what's going on in like the sports world per se. We're kind of in that dry spell where we just finished basketball and we're waiting for football to come back. So obviously we have the WNBA to keep us in the middle, but majority of people don't watch that. This has just been a time to just keep us entertained until sports comes back. So yeah, it's just I just want to make a quick little video just explaining like the off season going on right now and just the dramas being filled within it. It's definitely interesting to say the least, and it's definitely funny to look at. I would make a more in-depth video about Shannon's situation, but I don't want to speak on what everybody else is speaking on. And it's basically just a case of lust and how that could really just mess up with your career. And it's a sad case we see nowadays in age too, where a lot of older men and just unfocused men are too busy lusting and pining over women to really focus on their careers, and it's a sad thing. But it's a thing that some people, a lot of men, fall for. A lot of men, especially the athletes who just are like washed up in their age. I'm not saying Shannon's washed, but a lot of older men who used to be the man back then, and now like they're just pining after some young woman. It's a sad thing, but I'm not gonna beat a dead horse or sound like a broken record. A lot of people have said it before, and it is what it is. Shannon, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this off season has been definitely a drama filled one, and I just can't wait for sports to return. I'm not gonna lie, football's around the corner, and WNBA I think is coming to a close with the playoffs coming up soon too. So yeah, you know, that's really all. So peace out, y'all. Peace.